game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Ohio State's offense who will have the football first. St. Clair throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. First catch of the season, first catch of his career. Comes right on cue after we finish talking about him, guys. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Swamped immediately.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Condors offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To give to the big fullback. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it in his belly. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's right. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Trying to make one miss. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Jackson. Got the first down. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The fake wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And it'll be the Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Tavian St. Clair can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Quick give, it's Jackson. Bring him down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Right side, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, in that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that was...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in. He's got great speed. Rams him with the stiff arm. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. This offense has it with really good field position. St. Clair trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. There's a crease. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's King. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Keeps it himself. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Throwing St. Clair. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field is St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Out wide right, it's Stewart. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's King. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Dropping back, it's right. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance, incomplete. And it'll be the Condors will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tavian St. Clair. Rush right in his face. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Hard running there. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
He'll bring it out. It's King. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Hands it off. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
On the option. Could be an alley. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Condors will punt this one away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Inside the 35. Open space at the 25. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back over to your game in Columbus. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll run it. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Sets his feet, it's right. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Second and long here. Trying to get the corner. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Tavian on the play action. Gets away from one. He's taking the shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts again. Wildcat, and they give up a big play. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're all over him. Back's got it on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Sells to fake. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for the edge. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And it'll be the Condors are rolling down the field. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Long way to go on second down. To the air, it's right. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Condors will line up to punt it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. On the RPO, got him. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. Got room at the 35. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Follows his blocks. It's Rodgers. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Right side, it's Bell. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The handoff. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Selling the fake. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. 3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. The ride. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And it'll be the Condors to line up to punt it away. Making his first move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for room. It's Rodgers. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The play fake. Under pressure. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. To the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Driven back.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. The kick is on its way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Sees a crease. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
On 1st down from their own 22. They'll go to the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Off play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Just got rid of that one.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Gets rid of it.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Motion from the back. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. The running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Trying to pick up a first down. Keep it on the ground. He's past the sticks. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeps it on the ground. Breaks into the open.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. The Condors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.